All right. Your final answer should be 0.0721 molar PCl3 solution. Okay. Just a reminder, leading zeros are not significant. So if you need 3 significant digits to match these, you have to start with the 7 being the first significant digit. So 721 is the correct answer. All right. Yes. You got a question?
Could I have been lazy and just wrote phosphorus chloride or trichloride?
No, you could. That's fine in this case. Now, it won't be fine in the next one. But in this case, it's not a problem. Okay? All right. Well, we're adding a little bit to how this is done. Now, you know, most of the time, in fact, almost never in the real world, you can't measure directly in moles. Moles cannot be measured, okay? Not directly. You have to do some other kind of calculation to get the number of moles. And so even though the molarity is in moles of solute, if we're actually measuring out the amount of solute, we have to use some other measurement system to measure the solute and convert, okay? And most of the time, not always, most of the time in the lab, that means you're measuring out the mass of the solute. All right.
It's not hard to read. How come you don't just write?
It's not hard for me to read. All right. It's up here for me to look at, not basically for you as notes for you guys. It's for me to refer to. So if I need to go back and find notes for a particular day, I can find it.
I can't read the dates like that.
Well. Please write this down. No, that's not the one. That's not the right problem here. Where's that other problem here? Well, hold on a minute. That's not the problem I wanted to do. Give me a second. I try. I have to work at it though. Okay. All right, this is the problem I wanted to do here. Okay. Sorry, guys. We'll save this problem for the next iteration. Let's start with a different one here right now. All right, if 1.47 grams of potassium iodide is dissolved in 7.65 liters of aqueous solution, what's the molar concentration? Okay, let's remember that molarity falls into this category, amount of solute over amount of solution. Okay? And when we finish with our calculation of molarity, we'll have it in units of moles of solute over liters of solution. But to start solving the problem, I can take whatever amount is given in the problem of the solute and put it over whatever amount is given in the problem of the solution, and then do dimensional analysis conversions.
It's IO iodide.
Iodide is an I with a negative charge. It's iodine that has a negative charge. So you find that. That's what it'll come out to be. Yeah, you find the iodine on the periodic table that I gave you with the oxidation numbers, and find the one that has the negative charge. IDE endings are typically reserved, not always, but most of the time reserved for single atoms that have a negative charge. All right, so we're going to start then with the amount of solute over the amount of solution. And the amount of solute is 1.47 grams of potassium iodide. That's what's being dissolved. That must be the solute. Now, if you don't know how to do the potassium iodide formula, potassium, you look up on the periodic table, has a K. Iodine, you look up on the periodic table, has a letter I as its symbol. Potassium only has one kind of charge. Iodine only has one kind of negative charge. Since I have a 1 plus charge and a 1 negative charge, I don't need any more coefficients out in front here to get a 0 when I'm done. So I just need one of each to get a formula of Ki. So this is Ki. Now I'm going to put the amount of solute over the amount of solution. And the amount of solution is 7.65 liters. 7.65 liters. And the way we identify the solution is by the solute. Since we have water as the solvent, we don't have to name it. We simply name this as liters of Ki solution. And that's how we set it up to start if we're just simply trying to find the molarity of this particular solution we're putting together. Okay, the molar concentration. All right, to get into molarity then I've got to change grams into moles. And we've been doing that for a month and a half or 2 months. How do you change grams into moles? How do you change grams into moles? You have to have an equality statement. What is the particular kind of equality statement we have to do or find to change? Molar mass is what we have to calculate. Calculate then the molar mass. You can do this now. Calculate the molar mass of potassium iodide.
Wait, why do we have to?
Because that's how you have to change. Since I want molarity, and molarity comes in moles of solute, I've got to change the grams. Huh?
How do you know you want molarity?
Because it says molar concentration right here.
Well, we didn't have to do that with any of the other ones.
That's right, because originally, the last problem, I gave you the amount of solute in moles. But now I'm not giving it to you in moles. I'm giving it to you in grams, so you have to convert.
Okay.